like love, love, love and music. La la la, love, 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 love and music. Love, love.
Hello, everyone. Thank you for tuning in. I am Jay Lee. This is Jay Lee's Corner, and this is another edition of Car Conversations on Jay Lee's Corner. I hope everybody's having a great Tuesday. It's one of those days, y'all. It's one of those days, but I'm here. I am here. I forgot my damn pain pills. Oh, my God. Anyway, yeah. Ignore the little whiteness in my little other seat. I had to pick up some packages from my leasing office. I had some stuff delivered. And I'm pretty sure it's a bag. That's a whole other story for another thing. But, you're tuning in this video for what? The talk show. Why can't I think right now? Table Talk was called. Table Talk. Table Talk episode, with Jada Pinkett Smith, her mom, and Toni Braxton. If you have not done so already, please take a moment to subscribe to my channel and become a J Bird. Hello to all my J Birds. Please don't forget to like, comment, and share this video, and to hit that notification bell. Click it, so that you know when I have new videos up and all that goodness. So I watched the episode with Toni Braxton last night. Well, this morning, like 4 o'clock in the morning, because I didn't realize it was only like 19 minutes. I thought it was longer than that. So it was a good little view or whatever. It was a little conversation about divorce. Okay, that we know Toni Braxton was divorced from her children's father, Carrie, from the group Men Condition. And they've been divorced for a little bit of a minute. I'm surprised they brought Toni on to talk about it. Not like her opinion or her experience is like, don't matter. But I would have assumed they would have had somebody who had more divorces. But I realized, her mama, Jada's mama, had a few divorces. And I'm like, okay, so a person who has had one divorce, a person who's had 3 divorces, and then Jada who's not been divorced, but is married to a man who's been divorced. So I said, okay, I see where it came into play or whatnot. So, Toni and Carrie, which I think we all kind of knew, but, it was kind of alluded to on the show when Braxton Family Values first started. Even though they were divorced, they were dating or something. Something was going on, because Toni brought up how, when her and Carrie got divorced, they, kind of quietly divorced. She said she don't think the kids knew they was divorced, because, right after, leading up to the divorce, after the divorce, they immediately was dating. She's like, we dated we were boyfriend and girlfriend for a year and a half after getting divorced. Trying to see if they can salvage, the relationship and maybe get remarried. And when Jada said, well, did the kids know y'all was dating? And she said, I don't think they even knew we were divorced. They probably knew they were divorced after they broke up. And she said because, Carrie still kind of lived in the house. He would, be in the house, and he would leave when the kids would go to sleep. And then, when they would wake up, he would come back in the morning. The whole little sneak around thing or whatnot. And I said, oh, Toni, you did that. But I said, that is something different. Jada's mom, Gammy, brought up how one of her husbands suggested that too. That, after they were divorced, for them to date and see if they can, salvage anything. And she said she didn't want to do it. She said she was done with that particular marriage. Jada brought up how she just isn't strong enough, or she's not mature enough to get divorced, because once you start having to divide up stuff and, this is mine, that's hers, or whatever, it becomes too much to bear. And I said, well, that's true. Sometimes you don't want to split up stuff, or you may be the petty part. Like, no, I'm taking all of this. You can't have none of this shit. Or you want it, I'm going to break up the goddamn table in half. But her or Will, one of the two. So, that was interesting to find out. Even Toni saying how, in her mind, she felt like the reason they got divorced in the first place was because of money issues. And it was like, wow, really? She said, yeah, because, after we got married, we eventually found out that I was sick with lupus, and I got really, really sick, and I couldn't work, and we had these money issues. And she said, I feel like I brought to the table making money. Like, I was the money earner or whatever. And so I felt like when I got sick and could not work and could not earn the money like I had been doing, and he had to step up and make more money, she said, I just felt like, it was my fault that we had those money issues or whatever, because I couldn't work. But she also, even though she said he never said that or whatnot, she also brought up how she felt like, because she got sick, because she literally, was diagnosed with lupus, was sick from it or whatever, the reason he left eventually was because she was sick. And she again, he never said that. He never made any inkling that he left because I was sick. But she said that was her own, feelings about things or whatever. And, I feel like, well, that can't be true, because even after y'all divorced, he was dating you. So, you know what I'm saying? I felt like if he was leaving you because you were sick, he wouldn't then still date you after the fact. I think, but Toni probably just has her own misconceptions about things or whatever. Jada's mom talking about her 3 divorces, to Jada's father, to another guy, and then another guy, and now she's married for a 4th time, and she said she's happier now. But, she brought up, Jada even said, how mom, you've grown so much from each divorce, like it's been different each time, and she said, well, yeah, because it was just, one marriage I didn't want to end, like he wanted a divorce. And when I think either Jada or Toni asked her, like, why didn't you fight for the marriage? And she said, because I don't want to have to fight to be with somebody who don't want to be with me. Like, he didn't love me anymore, so I wasn't going to fight for that when I knew he felt whatever kind of way. And so he wanted out, even though I didn't. He didn't want me anymore, so I was letting that go. And I said, well, that's a good thing. So even though she still wanted him, she knew he didn't want her. And when you stay in that kind of relationship, it gives that man power over you. And he do dumb stuff, and you stay and deal with it because it's stupid. Because I want him, and I have to deal with whatever he wants. No, girl, no. So Jada even brought up how one of her mom's marriages that ended, I think it may be the one that she was in the longest. She brought up how it was hard for the family simply because she's like, my kids that was the only grandfather they knew. Like, you know what I'm saying? Which meant they didn't know Jada's dad, probably, as granddaddy. They knew this other man as granddaddy. And she said, I told her, like, it's going to be different because even I have a relationship with your husband, and when you divorce him, it's like, well, dang, what do I do? Because I have this separate, bond with him. My kids have this bond with him. And she's like, even though he wasn't a good husband to you, and even though, he was this other person to you, he is my kid's grandfather. And I said, that's a good point to bring up, because sometimes people forget, when you divorce somebody, the kids are also affected. So, like, if your grandparents get divorced, well, whose side do you pick? So I feel like Jada's point of view was, my kids' grandparents got a divorce, and I wondered, how should my kids treat the man who they see as grandfather, who is no longer married to their grandmother? You know what I'm saying? So I said, that's a topic to even behold. Now, they didn't go into details saying how, if he's still around, if that's still granddaddy. I'm assuming it may be, because again, grandma got a whole new husband now. So I said, that's something to think about. So I said, it is what it is. What else did they talk about? Toni, I wrote a little note when I'm driving, so I can't look at it. Toni and Birdman. I'm like, girl, bye. Toni, y'all know I always need gas. Well, actually, no, did I ever get gas before? I may not have. I may put a couple $dollars in because it was late and it was cold and I ain't feel like pumping no gas. But I'm gonna get some when I leave work today. But Toni brought up how, well, people don't understand me and him or whatever. We've been friends for years. And when I got sick, the last time I got sick, and I was still touring or whatever, he rented a tour bus and followed me from city to city just to be sure I was okay. So he was with me for however long the tour was going on. And so they're like, wow, that's a lot to do. And you that's something that you can't ignore. And that's it. So basically he stalked her. Even though they're friends, and I get that, but I'm like, it was a great gesture, you know what I'm saying? But I feel like do y'all really like love each other? But you know, at Toni's age and at Birdman's age, love may be something different. It could be just having a companion. Like, my thing is, I want to love somebody so much, I want to always be with them, or like always be having sex and stuff like that. I can't imagine Birdman and Toni having sex. It's just weird. I feel like she will be having sex to one of her songs, and he'll be having sex to one of the 504 boy song. It was just, I don't know how it meshes together or whatever. That just kind of confuses me. But she say, you know what I'm saying, they get married or whatever, and I say, okay, girl, we're gonna wait and see if that's gonna happen, because she's still missing a dang on ring, her engagement ring or whatnot. So he gonna have to do a whole nother ring, honey, because she needs something. But you know, she also brought up how she felt like her divorce may have in one way or another, you know, damaged her kids, and how she always, you know, worried about that because kids put a whole other spin into the divorce situation. And that's when Jada brought up how, well, yeah, because like when you divorce so-and-so, my kids, you know, that's the grandfather. So that whole conversation. And Toni said, yeah, because for us it still be hard sometimes because, you know, he's their father. So like for holidays, and he's over. Like when we, you know, Christmas morning, I get up and my baby daddy in my living room because of the kids. And I said, you know, that's true. You know, it is hard to have a parent, a person who you not really rocking with. Go. So that can be hard to deal with. But I feel like she was insinuating that they made it work, that it works for them, even though there's, you know what I'm saying, hills and valleys to climb. It is what it is. Now, when she got on the topic of her mama, her daddy divorce, okay, now I was like, what? So she brought up, and I think we all knew certain things, but it's still funny to hear Toni talk about it. You know, she brings up how her parents were married for 34 years, okay, so they were married for 34 years, and she was like, but they got divorced when I was 32 years old. So her parents were divorced when she was a full-fledged grown woman, and in my eyes, that means everybody else was at least in their 20s. Okay? Everybody. All of them was grown, you know, was adults in one way or the other. So, they've been divorced. Okay? Because Toni said she was 32. Toni is now like 50. That's 18 years. Okay? That's at least 18 years. I'm thinking about the math. So, Toni was like, you know, but they still to this day don't get along. You know, my daddy was cheating or whatever, and my mama felt betrayed, and to this day, you know, she still feels some kind of way. And I feel like Mama Evelyn is stuck, okay? That's who the hell they should have had on the show, Mama Evelyn, to show how she need to get over that shit, okay? Bring Mama Evelyn to the goddamn Real Table Talk and let her share some of that goddamn hurt on her heart so she can move on, okay? That man did marry somebody else and is a girl back. When she said, you know, even now it's hard for us as the kids living with my parents because, you know what I'm saying, they do stuff or whatever, how my daddy may say stuff to get under my mama's skin, and he'll do it through us or whatever. Or my mama will sometimes ask us, have y'all talk to y'all daddy, and I don't want to say yeah because I don't want her to feel betrayed. And then she said, I can't love my father too loud in front of my mama. I said, Mama Evelyn, girl, Mama Evelyn is the reason them kids is fucked up. All of them. Because you really put your kids in the middle of your divorce. When your grown ass adult daughter say she can't love her father loud in front of her mama because her mama gonna feel some kind of way, that's some bullshit. Because at the end of the day, despite your husband cheating on you, you should allow that man to be their father. Okay? Allow that man to be their father. Because if you don't, it makes you look bitter and just bitter, bitch. Okay? And I don't mean to disrespect nobody's mama, but Mama Evelyn, you know what I'm saying, she's bitter. Okay? I'm gonna leave it at that. She's a bitter person. Okay? Because you should not feel some kind of way. And the reason I say that is because Toni didn't say they daddy, you know what I'm saying, don't want them showing love to their mama. She kind of made it clear, my mama don't like it or feel some kind of way if we love our father too much because of what he did to her. And I'm like, what, him cheating on you ain't got no bearing on him trying to be a father to his kids. And that's what so many people mess up. But we be thinking, oh, only young people, you know, be getting mad and use the kids against their baby daddies. No, old people do too. Because Toni Braxton, Mama Evelyn doing the shit now, and Toni in her 50s. Okay, all up and through her 50s. I said, that is some bullshit if I ever heard. I was like, oh, that's so kind of crazy. It's just stupid. It's stupid. Girl, it made me so mad. But, and she like, you know, because even this day, like, they can't, you know, really be in the same room or whatever without it being something, without somebody feeling some kind of way. And I feel like we always see that on the Braxton show, okay? Mama Evelyn always feels some kind of way if Daddy Braxton is there. And again, Mama Braxton and Daddy Braxton don't have to be friends. Like, they don't have to, you know what I'm saying, be hanging out or whatever. Their kids are old enough to where they don't have to see their parents together. You know what I'm saying? You want to see your parents together when you were a kid, okay? But if you grown up, basically your whole life, you seen them together, and they are no longer a married couple, but they still your mom and your daddy, you should be able to eventually deal with that. Like, if anything, the kids should be reeling from the divorce. I get that, because they're not together, but the parents should not be the ones making them feel like they can't love one parent too loud. I say, man, she said, I can't love my daddy too loud in front of my mama. I say, this motherfucker right here. I say, Lord Jesus be offense. Okay. Toni also brought up how she was upset that she had to pay alimony to her ex-husband. I don't know how long she paid it, if she still paying it now, but she didn't like when she had to pay it. And she said, but we had a prenup. We had a prenup and a post-up. And Jada said, well, if you knew y'all had this agreement, like, why were you upset? Because you knew if things ended, you would end up having to pay money. Like, you know. And she said, well, because when it ended, I wanted to renege and not pay it. And I said, or, you know, you go into marriage, you know, with this agreement of this is what's going to happen if we get divorced, but you don't really believe that you're going to get divorced. And when you really do get divorced, you be like, I got to pay what? Bitch, I didn't mean that, because I didn't think we were going to get divorced. So, but at the same time, she said, I knew that's what was going to happen because I was the, you know, the breadwinner. I made more money. I was, you know, and that's what happens. And she then say, you know, that's like if a guy makes more money and you get divorced or whatever. So it kind of was what it was. But for a while, I kind of felt some kind of way. And I do feel like it's a double standard because people say, well, oh, you know, that man is a gold digger. You know, what kind of trifling ass man take money from a woman? But, I mean, like Toni said, if the role were reversed and, you know, the wife didn't make that much money and the man had to give her money, nobody can say, why she can't make her own money. It's a catch-22. Because the man is supposed to take care of the woman. That is absolutely true. But I also feel like on one level or the other, if I have a mate who has a lot of money, I want to figure out how to make a lot of money too. So that if push does come and shove, I don't have to depend on that person to fund my lifestyle. Okay? It's the equivalent of you don't want to have to depend on your boss, your employer, as your only means of taking care of your home. Because if that boss fires you, if you lose that job, that husband, okay, that's supplying you, you know, money, what you gonna do? Okay, so that's why I'm always a fan of saving your money, you know, being frugal, you know what I'm saying, always trying to have additional streams of income. Everybody in my family, well, me, my mom, and my sister, we all have additional streams of income. And, you know, it took me a while to get my, you know, well, no, it didn't, because I've been doing different things for years or whatever. So always be able to make money and make sure that I'm never only reliant on one source of income because I have been fired before. So I feel like, you know, Toni said like she gets it, like it's just the way of the world. Because again, you know, alimony is alimony, and men have to pay it to women too. So it is what it is. But, you know, I think sometimes people still assume the man will not take the alimony, or he'll say, you know what, that's all right. But I'm like, shit, he probably said, we had a whole contract, you know what I'm saying, we had a whole contract that said this, and this, and I ain't making that much money, mint condition, you know, not torn right now or whatever. I've only been reliant upon your paychecks, okay? Your paychecks is what's been paying all the bills, and so that's all I know how to rely on when I'm not making that much money. Because I don't think he wasn't working at all. I think he was doing little stuff here and there, but still Toni was the main breadwinner. And, you know, that was all that mostly talked about. I don't know if I can't remember if I missed something. And if I did, I may add it in later when I edit this together after I look at my notes. But I'm going to say right now that I'm going to end this. Okay, I'm going to say that right now. And I will talk to y'all later. Everybody have a good Tuesday. And I am Jay Lee. This is Jay Lee's Corner. Peace.
He's like love, love, love.